Hello guys, I'm here to present you my Blackwing deck that I use to win Croatian nationals. I went undefeated with it. It was 6 rounds of Swiss and then top 8. The decks that I saw were mostly Amaryllis, one Vayu. I played two times there were a Diva Hero bit. Other decks were more or not just like random decks, like Instant Fusion Zombies. One Blackwing Mirror. Um, so it's not something out of the usual. I didn't play any frogs or Christia, so that was kind of nice. So let me get started. I'll not waste time with the more basic things. So the monster lineups is pretty stock. It's one Dark Armed, 3 Sirokkos, 3 Shura, shout out to Kirsch, 3 Boras, 3 Kaluts, 3 Blizzards, shout out to Chill Phil, Gale, 1 Vayu, and I'm not a fan of 2 Vayus because the bad hands you open with is usually with Vayu, especially in the pure build. So like having 2 Vayus is, I think, above 25% to open at least one, that I really don't wanna see, even if it makes Shura more live. My idea, also like other people's ideas, were to play Mistra. And why I like Mistra over the second Vayu, it will be more clear going through the profile, but it's basically 1800 butt that can be just T-set with Icarus, and that can really help you going versus mirrors, or in general, like most of the players who see a T-set not knowing you're a Blackwing player will probably respect Raiko or Hamster, so crashing into this and doing some free damage is also cool. Shura can special summon it and you can leave it to stick, because like it's still a level 2 tuner, that's important, and people kind of forget about his effect. So it's pretty useful card here. Then the spells, the basic Black Whirlwind, then one Heavy Storm, one Mystical, Allure, Brain, and Mind. Like everything is pretty simple. Why you play it? Because it's pretty stable for Blackwings right now. But some people really don't wanna play Minecon in the main deck, or they just sided for being kinda like second knock for them. But in my opinion, Minecon should be main. First of all, a lot of the best decks usually run Sirocco, so Blackwings, Vayu, and you, as a Blackwing player, if you just hold your Siroccos in hand with, let's say, Bora or Gale, usually if you can clear their back row so that you feel safe, you can OTK when they have a Sirocco. So they have a Sirocco, you summon your Sirocco, special summon Bora, Minecon or Braincon their Sirocco, then double pump the Bora, and it will be 9700. So like plays like that, or attacking into Hamster and then in the main phase taking the set Raiko and popping the hamster. It's a super flexible card, and above all it's free. So then the trap lineup. This is where usually the changes happen in the Blackwings list. I do kind of play it differently than some people do, and I'll explain my reasoning for why I play certain ratios. And the first is the 3 prisons. I think prison is one of the best cards in the format, so why not just play 3, and you already have 3 Kaloots, and your monsters aren't like easy to beat over, especially because you're always threatening Kaloot with your hand. So prison makes you solve some of the board issues you can run into, and it can usually it answers most of your threats 1-for-1. So basically going versus 0 versus Vayu synchros, it's usually pretty great to have. Then the basic bottomless, you have to run bottomless. For Blackwing mirrors, banish going 1-for-1 with the threats like 0 Vayu synchros, 0 Ko, whatever it comes up. It's a great card, like it cannot. Then I play only 2 Icaruses, and why I'm not running the third one is because I usually found that Blackwings they lose if you're kind of forced to use your Icarus and they have a road there. You just lose on the spot there. So I rather have 1 or like 2 where I open them and just see 1, and I can hold it till I want to actually use it. And also because it was the thing how I decided to be on 2 Icarus, because I needed space for the third prison. So it was either the third prison or the third Icarus, and in my experience the prison came out better than Icarus, especially because with Icaruses and in Blackwing mirrors, while usually match up in the top deck matchups, usually it comes down to top decks and like low resources, and Icarus doesn't feel that great in there, and prison pretty much shines in those spots. So going on, I play 2 legacy. I would play 3, but right now I don't own the third one. But if one thing that I would cut for the third prison, and right now it's filling the spot, for the third legacy, and it's filling the spot for the legacy, it's road. I decided to run road in the nationals just because I figured there will be more new players to the format, and probably picking up Blackwings or it's just a noob killer card basically, especially if people become a little bit more greedy. So the other one-offs are like Solomon, Mirror, The Shoot, and Compulsory. Compulsory is very flexible card. It's probably you get the most utility out of the card in Blackwings, because it's not only to be a chainable removal for your opponent's monsters, like their synchros and fusions. In here you can do tricks with Shura kills an opponent monster, special summons Kaloot, then your Shura becomes a target with, I don't know, Kais for an attack, and you can just bounce your Kaloot, damage step Kaloot, and kill their Kais. So that was the main deck. It's 40 cards. To the side, I have 2 Cyber Dragons. I think you have to run 2 Cyber Dragons, it's way too good. It's basically a monster that will trade 1-for-1 with their back row, and like that's the trade I wanna take. It's a free summon for me most of the time, and if it's not um, bottomless or prisoned or like anything like that, and it can kill a monster, you just start plussing over it, and you like I don't know, like I never understood why some people are hating on the card, but I'll leave it as that. Then the other 2 are the Fossil Dyna, you have to run them. It's really good versus frogs, it's really good versus plants, it answers so many stuff, and like your deck is filled with defensive back row, so like Fossil Dyna shines. And the last monster that I sided, it was Gorse. Gorse was sided in just because I really like to put the card in versus Diva Hero Bit, and like if I found the like it was more just me preparing for some random deck, so like I don't know, usually it feels pretty safe to have Gorse inside, at least for me in Blackwing, especially going into some local, national events, because you never know what people will bring there. Those are the monsters that I cited. The spells are 2 knocks. I personally, I think that the worst matchups you can face is Christia Sworn, and the other things that are annoying to you are HRC stuff, so Hamster, Raiko, Kais. And with that's why I like to have Minecon and Double Knock to have answers as soon as possible for the usual T-sets, or like if I cannot deal with a Hamster right now, Raikos, anything like that. It also comes in versus zombies, but it's just so that you remove their monster. It's not to like dismantle their deck with Raikos. Then 1 soul release for Christia Sworn and frogs, and my body is a shield. People are really starting to like this card. I've seen some lists starting to side 2, maybe also main 1, and I see the appeal, but personally I think it's a side card. If you wanna have more copies, sure, but I don't think you have space in the main deck, especially because I don't think there are decks that actually main deck Royal Decree, and since that you can kinda use your compulsory as your suit on My Body's Shield in the main deck to protect your monsters, but yeah. So now to the traps. 2 Dust Tornadoes. I just didn't find the space for the 3rd one, but I really like the Dust Tornadoes. Is just going 1-for-1 with back row, and usually your main threat is just dealing with their back row so that you can stick a Blackwing monster, and this helps out. Don't forget to use the 2nd effect. Now the 2 Royal Oppressions. Why side 2 and not main 1 and side 1? I think that versus the good decks you don't want to have Royal Oppression, and versus the kinda bad decks, like you can manage, like it's not like a particularly bad thing to not have Royal Oppression versus Quick Draw, because you will beat Quick Draw and decks like that. So like it's just to have a better chances versus the better decks, and maybe us paying the cost with it with the lower kind of tier decks. So the last card that I play, and you maybe noticed because of the thumbnail, it's Skill Drain. Why I play it? I think Blackwing is one of the decks that can utilize the card in one of the best ways, because your main deck is basically beatdown, big monsters, you have Trickaloots, even Vayu can help you just bring out a big body, a bunch of back row. So some decks, if you put the Skill Drain out, they'll just crumble. Frogs, stuff with Lysworn. I really like it also versus the HRC stuff, because Hamster, Raiko and Kaias don't do much. And like, even if they summon Kaias, some say, yeah, that's still a threat for you, but like, you have 3 prisons, you have bottomlesses, you have Mirror Force, Kaloots. Like, it's not that of an issue. And like, it's just another floodgate for your opponent to deal with after side. And like, if you consider that you have 2 Skill Drain, 2 Royal Oppressions, and 2 Whirlwinds. Sorry for the camera tilt. As a sort of warnings. 2 Whirlwinds. Like, even if they side 3 Dust Tornadoes and 1 Mystical, like two of these 6 cards will stay alive. Like, they cannot answer other than Heavy Storm. So, and usually versus the decks that you side these kind of floodgates, other than Whirlwinds, you win if any of these cards stick. So that's basically it. It's not much to it. Stick a floodgate and win. So the last thing that I want to show, it's not much. It's pretty simple. The extra deck, 1 Chimera deck as you're running Sidra, 1 Silverwind. I played 2 Armor Masters and 2 Armwing. Playing 2 Armor Masters was a mistake. Personally, I played it because I had 3 matches before the Nationals where the second Armor Master came up. So I decided to run the second one. But personally, I think this spot, the 15th spot in the extra deck, it should be Mistworm. In the Nationals, I have 3 games where I would win like 3 or 4 turns before if I had Mistworm there. And making Mistworm in Blackwing is pretty easy. You just need a monster to stick. Basically a level 3 or level 4 monster that sticks on the field. You can make your Mistworm with Blizzard. So that's the non-staples. So here are the staples: Dark End Dragon, Stardust, Colossal, Thought Ruler, Black Rose, Goyo, Brio, Catastor, and Android. I don't think that any of these I used every of this synchro in the tournament, so like everything comes up. The most that it came up, it was Goyo, cause like free Blizzard, so like it was probably the most summoned card. But because I played a lot of Amaryllis, funny enough, Colossal Fighter was the second most used, just to beat over and crash into Titanius. And other than that, I don't think I have much to say, rather than some shout outs to some of my friends that play there. Kirsch, really good Vayu player. I need to thank my girlfriend because she decided to drive me there. It was a really relieving thing to to get, because I had 3 hours sleep prior to that event. And yeah, nothing. I had lots of fun in the event. People were really nice. The whole vibe was great, and I really hope there will be that there will be such an event soon around here. Well, yeah, that's that. See ya, guys.